Hi everyone, welcome to Lectora Live, your inside track into Lectora. We are streaming live right here from the Hyatt Regency in Cincinnati. This is a gorgeous hotel.
It is. It's very nice here. I like it.
I am interviewing one of the people at the show who happened to be in the session we did a while ago. And you have your mic ready?
I do have my mic ready.
And what's your name?
My name is Matt. I work for Auto Owners Insurance. I've been there almost 6 years now. From Lansing, Michigan. That's where our home office is at. And I work in tech support. And I'm kind of slowly making my way over to our e-learning team at Auto Owners.
That's great. So are you using Lectora right now?
I am. I've used it a little bit here and there, mainly just for practice and to kind of learn the software. My focus has mainly been on like Go Animate and creating the assets for it.
You're doing Go Animate?
Yes, definitely. Yep,
Isn't it fun?
Oh, it's super easy to use. I really enjoy how it gives visuals to the stuff you're trying to learn. That way you're not just puking text and stuff at the user. You give them some interaction.
Right behind us, guess who's there?
I know.
Go Animate,
right
yeah.
Behind us,
we had Amanda and we had Victoria come on from. Amanda did a show with us today, and we had Victoria on about a month ago talking about. And we use the product now. We've been using it maybe about 6 months. We love it.
Oh, definitely. Yep.
Love it.
Super easy to use.
And it's fun.
Yep.
And you can do. Have you ever built a character yet?
I have. Yep. That was actually one of the first things I did.
That's fun. Yeah.
I was making video for one of our other departments, and the first thing they said is, "Hey, can you make us all avatars?" I was like, "Yeah, of course." And so now they all printed out their avatars and they got them on the cubicles and stuff like that.
It's a lot of fun.
It is.
Yeah, they're probably not hearing us right now, but they'd probably be going, "Really?" It's good. So then you bring those into Lectora and you have an anime. Yep. It just makes for a lot more fun. A lot of people, I think, misunderstand the value of having some fun in a course.
Definitely, for sure.
And you can do so much on these courses and have a good time. Now, you said you also did some live streaming on YouTube. You did gaming and you like the simulations.
Yeah, I played a lot of mainly like the Civilization games. I played a lot of the Cincinatti games, and other survival games like that.
Yeah, I used to do SimCity all the time. It was fun.
It is. It's one of those games where you can play, and 5 hours later you're like, oh my gosh, I've been playing this for 5 hours.
I know.
And they're like, I just need to build one more thing.
And I just got kicked out as the mayor. It's not fair.
Right. Yep.
Yeah, it is a lot of fun, and what we do is. Well, we're developers, e-learning developers and stuff, but we also do the live streaming like we're doing right now. And so we are right now at the Hyatt Regency. And if you look behind us, that's the view from this hotel. We're on the third floor. As you go up the floors, it's incredible. It just gets prettier. Cincinnati's a nice city.
It is, for sure.
Did you go to the ball game last night? I heard a lot of people were going.
I did not.
I didn't either.
I totally forgot all about it. But we came in on Monday because we wanted to be sure we got here early. And I spent the day just walking around the city in Cincinnati.
There's a lot to do, right?
There's a lot of restaurants. There's a lot more little parks I saw all over the place. It's a really cool city out here.
That's what I heard. And you wouldn't think everybody goes Cincinnati.
Right.
You probably get the same thing in Lansing, Michigan. As people go, Lansing? Lansing, I heard it's really pretty.
We definitely have some really cool parks. We do have a minor league stadium that's kind of cool to see, the Lansing Lugnuts. Fortunately, I think the biggest thing about Michigan is that Grand Rapids is like an hour away. Detroit's like an hour and a half away.
Okay.
So it's kind of a nice middle ground, especially for auto owners, because our home office is in like the middle of the state.
Okay.
So you can kind of go to all of our other offices relatively easily.
So so in your company you do auto insurance? Is that what it is?
Correct. Yep. Auto owners, we do auto, life, home. We also do car, of course.
Okay.
So we kind of cover all the bases, with the exception of like actual health insurance.
Yep. Insurance is a fun business. I was in insurance years ago in the IT and training departments, and it was fun. I worked for Marshall McLennan long time ago. Right. And then we have one of our clients is up north in Cleveland. They're a big insurance company.
Right.
And, they're part of Farmers Insurance or whatever. It's it's fun. It's a nice business, and
it is.
It's a lot of people don't like insurance, but it's without it you'd be in a world of hurt.
Oh yeah,
so.
Definitely. Yep. And I like it because one of the things that we always say at our company is that the insurance business is a very noble business. Like, we help people at like the worst times in their life, like their house burned down or they got into a car accident.
Yeah.
and it's nice that we can be there for them. I work in tech support, so it's nice because I help our claim reps be able to help our insurance.
Okay.
I'm kind of like, even though I'm not directly helping them, I'm still, getting them the equipment they need. I'm troubleshooting their computers so they can get back out on the road and help people out. And it's nice knowing that I'm kind of part of the whole process.
Are they your agents, or are they independents? Or
they're all independent.
It's all independent.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
So they need a little more support sometimes.
Exactly. Yep.
And insurance guys are gutsy.
Oh yeah.
All the ones I've ever met, it's you got to know what you're doing, and
definitely.
And they're gutsy. They go out and they do it, and they actually do really well. Most of them.
For sure.
And it's a good business. Oh, I know. I mean, we live in California, and without insurance, anything happens with an earthquake, you're dead.
Right.
Right. And we haven't had a big earthquake in Southern California in 20 plus years.
Right.
We are due.
Oh yeah, they say that every year.
We are so due.
Fortunately, in Michigan, we don't deal with earthquakes, but we definitely get a lot of blizzard claims,
Yep.
a lot of hail claims.
Yeah.
We definitely get flooding and stuff like that.
Yeah. Do you deal in multiple states or only one state?
Auto owners, we sell in 26 states.
26. That's pretty big.
Yep. So pretty much from Michigan all the way down to Florida. All the states in between. The only places that we don't really sell at is the western states, so like California.
Nobody wants to be in the western states. You get sued for everything.
We like our eastern states. We like being on the east coast.
Yeah, and plus when we have calamities, they're humongous. I mean,
right.
The last time we had a quake, the big Northridge quake, it was $35 billion in damages.
Yeah. Yep.
It's a lot of money.
You had freeways that collapsed.
There were freeways that actually... what's amazing, though? We had one freeway that became an accordion. It was the 118.
Yep.
And it was like this. The other side, perfect.
Yep.
Then the
I know this guy.
The eastbound side. Daryl. Daryl is a great guy. Did he leave?
Yeah.
He left us?
He did.
I thought he was going to stop by.
He just wanted to do a quick little photo bomb.
He's a good guy. But, yeah, it's interesting. And they fixed that in 6 months.
Wow.
It was
really
one
good.
whole mile of accordion freeway. And
right.
It was amazing. My favorite thing of that quake, not favorite, but the most memorable picture was a truck driver out near Lancaster who was on his truck. He saw the freeway in front of him falling.
Right.
He hits the brakes. He stops at the edge of a collapsed freeway. He gets out of his truck. He's on one of the huge, how many feet? It's probably about 200 feet up in the air.
Okay.
Pylons. Nothing behind him, nothing in front of him, just his truck on the pylon.
Wow.
He said at that point he became a believer. He
yeah.
said, I am never going to disbelieve any.
Right.
He says, I've had it. I'm done. I am anybody's servant. Please, this is
right.
And they airlifted him out, and he survived. And a poor policeman, a minute before him, died as he went over that. He was on a motorcycle, and it was a horrible quake. I think 80,000 properties were destroyed.
Right.
That's a lot of properties.
It is, for sure.
That was the whole San Fernando Valley pretty much got wiped.
Right.
And people don't realize it lifted the ground 14 feet in the air, and it dropped 12.
Yep.
The whole valley.
Yep.
That's a huge amount of area.
All the freeways there.
And all the freeways. Literally, but can you imagine that kind of... Yeah, so when nobody wants to insure us. It's just... but we do. We have big insurance companies out there, but it's a risk, and we have a lot of lawyers, so you don't want to go there. It's just a pain sometimes. But that's good. So so you're doing work to support the reps? You do it in Lectora to support the reps, actually?
What I'm doing currently is I'm transferring over to our education department.
Okay.
And one of our big focus right now is to create training for our new claim reps.
Oh, that's great.
Because we want to have it so that it's more consistent. Everybody's get the same training. We can control what they learn. And it's one of the big reasons we like Lectora is because Lectora gives you so much control over what you can do with actions.
It does.
And you can import almost any kind of media. So we can have videos, we can have pictures, we can have documents. And one of the big things that they kept saying about Lectora is that if you can imagine doing it, there's probably a way that you can figure out how to do it with Lectora.
Yeah, and John, who's the CTO, John Blackman, who I think he was there a while ago, he's brilliant. They really do come. The whole team is good. Darren Lucan and all their guys are just really good guys.
Yep.
The funny thing is, we learned last year that most of them have been working 20 years plus together.
Wow.
They all came from the IBM OS2 world. They were the developers of OS2. Then they went to work at different companies together.
Right.
So it's a tight team. They know each other well. And
so they already know like their work habits and what works well for them.
And, that works. It makes for good design. And,
definitely.
And they're not that buggy. I mean, occasionally you have a bug. That's, when you have software of this level, which has so many, you're going to get a bug. But it's not bad. It's not bad.
Yep.
I mean, we've been through much, much worse in a lot of other tools. So it's pretty good. How do you like the show so far?
It's been really great. I missed last year's, but I'm back again this year. And I think it's very well put together. They have had some great presenters, a large variety of topics.
Yep.
And it's for me, since I'm still I'm not completely new to Lectora, but still kind of new to the whole scene. It's cool to go in there with almost a blank slate and to learn what I can do with it, because it really gets the gears going and really makes it think, oh, that's really cool. I could use that this way, or I could use these action groups to do this.
Action groups and actions are fun. Yeah. They are really amazing. We've done things in Lectora we couldn't even imagine in any other tool.
Right.
We had one that we had to do in Captivate years ago, and it was a security piece for all of the branches of this particular bank and we had to show where the defibrillators were, how you went to certain stations, how to report if there's an emergency, a terrorist, whatever. They had all these, and we had a whole mess of variables for each particular location.
Sure. Yep.
Well, Captivate fell apart.
Right.
And I went, yep, Lectora.
Right. Yep.
We went to Lectora. Beautiful. And it's some of the best code we've ever written. And we had the action groups here. Those called other action groups.
Yep.
And so we were able to tell what location they were in and give them the appropriate, based on tables, the appropriate things to show. Oh, third floor for you, second floor for you. And it was so easy. I mean, it took a little bit of design work, but literally in 2-3 days we were done.
Yep.
And it was fun. It was fun. When you can see
what
what you can do with
it. That's what I like about it too.
It's fun. And then you go, that was really cool what we just built, because it takes some programming effort without really having and I'm a programmer from the old days. I ran IT shops and I was a program analyst. But for non-programmers, it's amazing what you can do without having to be a full programmer.
Yeah, definitely.
But even as a programmer, it's amazing what you can do with and they make it easy. I love that.
That's without even getting into like using JavaScripts.
That's without any JavaScript.
Yeah.
Yep, that was strictly what the code could do, setting variables.
Yep.
We had probably about 10 different variables we were setting, maybe more. And then we'd look up some stuff, and it was just like that.
Yep.
And people said, how'd you guys do that? That was really kind of cool.
Yep.
It's just a secret tool.
Yep. And I come from the world of, so I originally went to college, I come from the world of Flash.
Oh, yeah.
And, like, Flash was a great tool, and, you could do some good animations, and you can make it jump to different scenes and do different things, but it was a lot of work.
It had a high learning curve.
For sure.
And the language in the action script that they had was not really intuitive.
No,
it was actually counterintuitive. I knew Flash back when it first started, and I knew when Macromedia had bought it. No, it was Macromedia in those days.
It was, yep.
Before Adobe ruined it. If it weren't for Adobe absolutely blew it, because they had the most ubiquitous player in the world.
Yep.
And they blew it.
Yep. And now it's canceled.
And now it's
nobody wants Flash.
They have another thing now. They have Edge Animate.
I have not seen that.
And it's like Flash, but it generates HTML5.
Okay.
It's a little less of a learning curve, but they're also not heavily support. I mean, nobody's sure if they're going to keep it or not.
Right.
Because they had another Edge product, so they didn't do much with that one. So we're trying to see, are they going to keep it? Right. Are they not? I don't know.
Well, that's why like
Flash
Go Animate.
Yeah, it does it for you.
Use Go Animate, put your characters in there. Other characters already have actions, and then I can just plug that into my Lectora.
Yep.
And then when I was in the days of Flash, you'd have 3 days of animation time to get the animation. Now with Go Animate, I can do something in a couple of hours.
Have you met the people from there yet?
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, we talked. For sure. Yep.
Yeah, can you come a second?
Yeah. Yeah, I was in Amanda's presentation. Well, I wasn't in it, but I attended it.
We can't get away from you guys. we started talking, and within minutes, he goes, I use to Go Animate, and it's...
I do.
Yeah,
and
we've been talking quite a bit.
If you want to come down a bit, we'll get you on camera again. But it's funny, we're talking about a lot of different stuff. We're talking about Lectora. Go Animate comes up again. And But that's really great. You guys are making people happy. He was telling me how much he loved. I wasn't prompting him, and I was thinking, they're right behind us. He goes, "Yeah, they were great. I loved them." And he said he talked to you guys earlier, and but that's fun.
Yeah, a lot of great feedback. He's one of our pro customers, actually.
Woo!
Yeah.
Yep.
It's good, and it is a lot sometimes. And
Yeah.
we were talking about, how many tools out there really get people excited nowadays?
Not a lot.
Not a lot.
We get hugs sometimes.
Do you really?
Thank you. You make my job so much easier.
Yep.
That's great.
Yeah.
So that's fun. But I didn't know if you had talked to him, and I said, "Oh, come on over, just say hi," because
it's in my session.
he has been definitely plugging you guys along,
Thanks.
and
Thank you very much.
so it's been good.
For sure.
I'll let you get back
Hey,
to your
thanks.
interview. Thank you.
But that's fun. There's nothing vendors like more than hearing that, hey, people like what we do.
Well, yeah, of course.
Because
I
it validates what you're doing, and it makes you feel good. And
Right,
that's,
yep.
that's part of it.
For sure.
What I like, we've been doing it for a lot of our projects lately, and what we're finding is people resonate with it. It's fun. They get into the characters. And you said you were building characters.
Yep, definitely.
And
yep.
that's where the power is, that you can build pretty much what you want.
Yep.
And
And then it also makes it more personalized. We have a person at our work, Jim, and he's been there 30 years, and everybody knows Jim. Like, everybody knows Jim. Like, as soon as you hear him talking, you're like, that's Jim.
Okay.
So I was making a video with Go Animate, and of course I made a Jim avatar and
funny.
stuff like that. And when people were watching this video, as soon as the avatar started talking,
It's Jim.
and they're like, "Oh my God, that's so Jim! That is Jim!" And they're like, "Is that supposed to be Jim?" We're like, "Yeah, that's Jim." We're like, "Oh, I knew it was Jim."
That's funny.
But that's cool because you can make that interaction with Go Animate by making those avatars.
It makes a difference.
Yep.
It makes a difference, and that's good. Well, you know what?
Yep.
We appreciate you coming
Yeah,
out,
definitely.
saying hi, and how do you like the hotel?
The hotel is really cool. I really like it. It's, our room's great. We've got a great view. We're a couple blocks from downtown, so we can walk downtown, go to restaurants.
Yeah, we're kind of right in
and
the
stuff.
middle, aren't we?
Yeah, pretty much.
We haven't walked around yet. We're going to do that a little bit later today, just
Yep.
to see what it's like. But we did walk the other day to the Trivantis offices, which are just 2 blocks away, a block and a half.
Oh, really?
They're just a block and a half down. That's their headquarters.
That's very cool.
In a really cool old historic building. But
Okay.
It's really kept up beautifully.
Yeah.
It was neat. It was kind of a neat experience, and we
Right.
got to meet with all the board members, and it was fun.
That's cool. Very cool.
But yeah, they have 2 stadiums just about a block or 2 from
Yep.
here. They've got the
Yep.
the Bengals and the baseball,
Reds.
the Reds. Yeah.
Yep.
And so they have and you're right. It's a nice. I haven't seen the river yet. They said it's really pretty.
Yeah, I haven't walked down that far yet.
They have a whole boardwalk that you can just kind of walk for a
Okay.
long time. They got bridges all over the place.
Right. Have you been across the skywalk? Because you can do the skywalk too.
Here?
Yeah.
No,
it's-
I haven't.
It's on the second floor. There's
Oh, is that the one that goes across that way?
Yeah. Yep,
Okay.
Yep.
I didn't know where that went. So that's second floor. You just go right over.
Yeah. It basically walks through the Saks Fifth Avenue. And
Okay.
then crosses over to Macy's and then goes through Fountain Square. But you can basically just take it almost all the way downtown.
Interesting.
Yep.
Okay. Fun.
It's very windy here.
It was windy. We pulled up yesterday. It's like,
Yep.
I went from 84 degrees to this. Wow. And it's almost
Made
summer.
me feel like I was back in Michigan.
Yeah. Well, Matt, appreciate it.
Yeah, definitely.
I hope you enjoy the show.
Appreciate it.
And if you have any audio questions, give me a call. I'll help
All
you.
right. Thanks. Appreciate it.
You have a good one. And thanks a lot, everybody. We will see you on the next show. Bye-bye. Running outro?
Awesome. That's great.
That's fine. You want to see how we
Yeah.
You want to go around the other side of the table? There's no cable, so you won't get hurt.
Okay.